Dwyane, at what point did you realize that Kyle was Kyle again today?
I've never lost faith in him, Bruce. I've said this, he struggled, but you don't forget how to shoot, and we needed that. We needed him to be Kyle, and he was Kyle tonight. And hopefully he sees the lid, the basket, and the lid's off of it, and he can go to work and be himself.
Dwyane, how did everything change for you guys when Hassan went down and then when you guys lost JV as well?
Well, I think it was tit for tat. They lost their rim protector. We lost ours. They beat us on the boards 38-35, and I thought that was a huge difference. JV had something good going, I thought, early, so we lost that scoring punch inside, and luckily for us, Kyle went back to being himself and helped us. But hopefully he's okay and can come back on for Monday night.
Did it almost look like one guy was going to win that game, either Kyle or D. Wade, the way the game was going?
The way it was going, Steve. Both guys. Wade was himself. Kyle went back to being himself. Both guys were putting their stamp onto the game, and both of them are great players. Wade has done it numerous times, and we knew that. Both guys were trying to impose their will onto the game, and luckily for us, our guy came out ahead.
Spoelstra said before the game that he was going to try to get more ball movement from his players. They only had 11 assists in tonight's game. How are you able to kind of force them into those ISO one-on-one situations?
Well, again, I don't know what their philosophy is as far as ball movement, but I thought their ball was moving as much as it could. If you got a guy like, people talk about movement and all that. If you got a great player like Dwyane Wade, I'm not too smart, but I'm going to get the ball to him pretty much every time if he's got it going like that. And I'm not too smart, but I got the ball to Kyle Lowry quite a bit. So, they were moving it pretty well. It seemed like it was going from side to side. It had our defense moving. And, I don't know what they consider as ball movement. But I thought it was moving pretty good until it got to who it needed to go to, which was Dwyane Wade.
What kind of grit did that show, responding to JV going down to
It showed that we're not a one-man team, and when Kyle and DeMar were struggling, it showed that we weren't a two-man team. We're a team, and we may not look pretty, but we have gritty guys, and they're going to play hard and compete. That's something that we have as an identity. It may not be the way everybody wants to be done, but you got a bunch of competitors in there. Now our thing is we've been all year next man up, whoever that may be, and tonight it was Kyle, and he got the lid off the bucket.
Dwyane, what do you know definitively now about JV, his status, where he stands, what your doctors have said, and going forward?
Well, it's going to be day to day. I think with him, it's it's nothing broke. It's nothing that's structural. So we'll see what happens for the next game.
You said before the game you wanted to see a Toronto Raptors game. Was this closer?
It was closer to it, especially with Kyle, Scott. The way Kyle played put us closer to who we are. We didn't have our rim protector, our inside game with our rebounding with Jonas. We had to pull Luis and put him at the 5, which, was, we had to do to give Bismack a blow. It was closer to what the way we need to play, especially from our perimeter guys. We didn't have the exact screen and roll guy that we needed, but I thought, Luis and even Pat at the 5 gave us that semblance of that. Mike?
Dwyane, just what's it like when you can put the ball in Kyle's hand, late in the game, down the stretch, and he finally can deliver for you?
It feels good because, you're not searching. And again, everyone in the world knew Kyle was struggling, and the way he's, it made it a lot easier for us to score when he's scoring the way he did tonight. And we didn't have to search as much. We could go to our package. With Pat at the 4 also, with JV, when he was playing it, we could do a lot of our offensive sets, execute a lot of our offensive sets where we didn't have to play small. I thought that helped him a little bit with his rhythm. But it's a good feeling to have that, to know that you've got a fighting chance offensively. But again, I thought defensively we got stops when we needed to. We held this team to 43%, which was a good effort, especially when a guy like Wade has it going the way he had it going. And, I thought the defense helped us get over the hump when we hit some droughts offensively.